Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dovey. Today we're doing another pick a card reading. Um, I actually seen a video that someone posted that kind of gave me the idea for this reading. Of course, I could not find it to give them credit. It wasn't a tarot reading. It was just kind of like uh, I guess this creator put out this question, and then it was like 30 minutes of people just answering the question or whatever. So the question was, and I don't know if it was exactly written out like this, but one thing you could do to completely change the direction of your life. So it wasn't exact like that. It was worded a little differently, but that pretty much was the gist of it. One thing that you did that completely shifted the direction of your life. It could be something simple like I decided to go get coffee and sit in the coffee house and drink it one day. And usually I don't do that. Usually I make coffee at home or I get the coffee to go. I never sit in the cafe. And then you could say, because of that, I ran into the love of my life and we ended up marrying and have kids that completely changed the direction of my life. Or I ran into somebody who works in the same field that I do, and we get to talking, and they offer me a position, and next thing you know, I'm traveling the world and I'm doing my dream job, and that never would have happened if I wouldn't have went and had coffee at the coffee house, cafe, whatever. So something like that is kind of what I'm looking at in this reading, okay? And I'm going to do Celtic Cross for this reading because I want as much in depth information about something that you would like to shift in your life. So, what I would like for you to do when you're setting the intention for this reading and choosing your pile is I want you to think about what area of your life would you like to, like, if there's one little small thing that you could do to completely shift that area of your life, what would it be? Okay, that's what I want you to set your intention for. Think about when you're choosing your pile. Okay, so first we're doing three piles. First pile is the Celestial Carnival, and the artwork kind of looks like this. And then you have pile two, Tarot of Mermaids. Haven't used this one in a while. Um, it does have nudity in it. So can't show it too much online on the video, but it looks like that. And pile three is Modern Witch Tarot, and the artwork looks like this. Okay, so if you need to, you can pause the video right here if you need more time to think. I also have some oracle decks pulled out as well if we need to gain more information from them. But for everybody else, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile one at 4:28. 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Maybe some Taurus or Virgos in the mix here. Okay. My pile ones, what is one thing that they could do to completely shift the direction of their life. What is one thing that pile one can do to completely shift their life? What is one thing that pile one can do to completely shift their life? What is one thing that pile one can do to completely shift their life? We are just shuffling and pulling the cards for your Celtic cross right now. If you don't want to see this part or you're not interested in this part, you can skip ahead to the reading. And we have 10 of swords. Interesting. Okay, just give me a second. So one thing that I'm definitely seeing, pile one, for you would be I'm I'm seeing restlessness. I'm seeing like stress, anxiety, worry. Um, but it's not warranted at this time. It's residue from a past cycle. It's a cycle that you are holding on to, pile one. You're not having faith in anything really right now. It feels like not yourself, not spirit, not your guides, nothing. Like you're really holding on to fear, really. Um your spirit wants to grow. They're tired of being in this energy. um I even kind of feel like you may be attracting more bad experiences to yourself because you haven't shifted your energy from out of this past cycle. Um, it feels like something definitely was very painful. Um, let's see. I mean, it's gonna be different for other people, for a whole bunch of people, but let's see if we can get a little idea of what happened. What's the word here? Nine of Cups and Four of Swords. So for some of you, it was, to be honest with you, I really feel like it's a timing thing too. I feel like whatever this wish fulfillment was that you were trying to obtain, it couldn't happen in the timing that you wanted it to happen, or maybe not with the people you wanted it to happen with. If this was a relationship, a friendship, or a love relationship, doesn't matter. Um, Either the timing wasn't right for you to meet that person, or the person just wasn't right for you, and it was really a blessing that they were blocked from your life. Four Cups. Yeah, you're not. You're almost. you're staying in this anger and this hurt and this just sadness. You're not trying to lift yourself up again. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're not seeing your value. You're not seeing that you could still make this wish fulfillment happen. Maybe you need to readjust your plan some a way, in some shape or form, or you maybe, like I said, the people that you were trying to involve in it might not have been right. Um, yeah, it needs to be adjusted. Okay, why is the Three of Wands here? Three of Cups and Magician. Yeah, I really feel like for a lot of you, it was the people that you were trying to involve yourself with that were not right. So Spirit didn't allow this thing to be successful. So now you have the right people coming in. The support is a group coming in, or a few people. It's definitely going to be more than one person that's going to come in and help you get this off the ground. But you have to have a positive mindset during this time. That's very important, because if not, you're gonna keep drawing more problems to yourself. Three of Swords, Hermit. Yeah, you have to. For a lot of you, I'm feeling like anger. Like you're hurt, but you're very angry at what happened to you in the past or who betrayed you. Um, but you need to go within yourself and work on that. Um, if you need to seek therapy or a coach. I mean, I'm not sure exactly. It's going to, like I said, different for a lot of you what exactly happened. Um, but for a lot of you, I'm feeling like it was some type of betrayal. Um, could it, for some of you, might not. It might have also been financial. The right, you didn't have enough money, so you were actually going to end up really going bankrupt or something from this. Um, yeah, so it just wasn't the right time. Yeah, there had to be some type of shift in the atmosphere, whether this is energetically, like I said, people. Um, yeah, that the timing was not right. People weren't right, but now those things are coming into alignment soon. Um, I don't have a date for you necessarily. Let me pull this Wild Unknown Archetypes, see if we can get anything else for you. Um, but yeah, I would say for this group one, is feeling like you need to have faith in yourself and the universe. Like, know that it was protecting you. Um, yeah, tool, the thread. I always see the thread card as like having the right tool, you know? So it just, you didn't have the right things that you needed, and you weren't foreseeing how bad it was going to get in the future, but spirit, like, detoured you so that it didn't become more of a fail. Okay, the ring. For some of you too, your spirit or your guides didn't feel like you were serious enough about it. You weren't committed enough. So they wanted you to be more serious about whatever this was, to really show them this is something that you wanted, that you made room for in your life. Because the ring came out, and that's like a commitment card. So you may have not been showing spirit that you were ready for this to come in, the threshold. Like you were on the cusp, but you weren't quite ready to go over, okay, to the next part. And I'm seeing like oranges, reds, yellows. So that's your sacral, your solar, and your roots. So it was like it was not aligning your solar, your passion, your drive, and then your roots would be like your foundation, your true belief in yourself, but also the root chakra does represent um money. Like if we're not aligned in our root chakra, um the bridge, yeah, I should have called that was coming. I knew that was coming up. So the bridge is making me feel like that's that community, that's that offer coming in, that help, that assistance. um the mirror, yeah, this group is going to not just help you with this project, but they're going to help you with your spiritual growth as well. Um, you're going to be very like minded. Um, if this is some type of social group, like you join some type of social group, um, like some type of like I don't know, like a Greek organization or like the Elks or Masons, like it's something like that, Eastern Stars. If you join, or if you're joining with something like that, I feel like you're eventually going to be um, the leader of that organization. Okay, yeah, like your people are really gonna love you. Um, the sustainer, yeah. Whoever this group or people that's coming towards you, they're really gonna love you. They're gonna find you very charming, very wise. Um, and this is why I'm like, yeah, I feel like eventually you will become the leader of this group. They're gonna look up to you. Um, but yeah, I feel like within this group, there's gonna be a mentor for you. But eventually, yes, that will turn around and you will no longer be the mentee and you will be the mentor. Um, interesting. Let me see if I have anything else. Um, anything else? Let me pull an animal oracle card for you. Um, I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, your reading, pile one. I'm not getting too much else going on, but let's see. Oh, that came out. Nothing is wasted. So yeah, whatever this was that didn't work out in the past, it was just um a pit stop, you know, on the trip. It was to build character. It was to help you grow spiritually, take a leap of faith. Yeah. So it's gonna work out this time, okay? So don't be scared to like, and never be scared to fail, because it's never a waste. It's always a lesson. It's always something to come from it. Bring your ideas to life. Be open to infinite possibility. Yep. And you are never alone at the bottom of the deck. So That's spirit and your guides just let you know that they never ever once left you during this process, okay? Um, and that things are coming around for you. All right. Well, that's what I had for you, Pile One. Please like, share, and subscribe. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I know that mic crack picked that up really loud. Yeah. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you at the next reading. Okay. Take care, Pile One. Thank you. Bye bye. All right. Pile Two, 2038. Okay, 2038 is where we're starting. Pile two. Maybe I feel like there's some Aquariuses here, Scorpios, Pisces. Just some energy I'm picking up on. So I'm gonna do a Celtic cross so I can get the see the whole picture, what's going on with pile two, and what you're here to find out. What can you shift in your life? What can you do that will shift your life completely? Okay, I'm gonna take that one. That's funny because that's the card I showed in the beginning of when I was showing you the cards. So you got death. If you don't want to see this part, you can skip ahead. Five of Swords. Queen of Swords. Two of Swords. A lot of mental activity going on here. Which is, I always see, I said a couple water signs just now. So I always see my mermaid tarot is more than likely water signs are going to pick this deck. So it's a little strange to see so much like mental energy. But maybe that's one of the issues. You're not using your natural gift of being able to feel your emotions out. Maybe that's the issue, but we'll see. Actually, this goes here. This is here. Okay, so you have the Wheel, Fortune, Three of Pentacles, Judgment. Oh, okay. I'm starting to feel this. What is this? Page of Swords. The Star. For a lot of you, this is about financial success, finding work, maybe. Page of Swords, Star. Let's see what else we have. And the Ten of Wands, Page of Wands. Yeah, you are feeling the weight of something. Like something is turned out to be a bigger problem than I think you thought. You made a move somewhere in your life, and I'm assuming it may be career or financial. You made some type of move in your life, and you didn't know the full details, or there was some fine print that you missed. It was something that you didn't see coming, and now it's like it has turned. It's like an anthill turned into a mole, or what? How does it go? Pretty much, yeah. Something it was small became astronomical. Like it's become such a big issue. and you didn't expect it to be. Why is the Two of Swords here? What was blinding them? Six of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. It was something you were familiar with. Okay. It was either someone or something that you were familiar with, so you suspected or assumed it was going to turn out how it always turns out, and it didn't. Hmm. It's like something you thought you knew better. Why is the Five of Swords here? This could have been a person that you knew not to trust, but you trusted them anyways. Like maybe they did you wrong in the past, and you were willing to give them another try, but they crossed you again anyways. Eight of Wands, Three of Cups, Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is like a person or a friend group. I don't know why also I'm thinking about that movie Hangover, and it's kind of making me feel like okay, you thought that you were going to a bachelor party, you're gonna have a good weekend, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, you're gonna come home, you know you go to the wedding, whatever, it's going to turn out, we're gonna have a good time, right? And it turns into a whole thing. A whole crazy weekend, right? Of all the most craziest things you ever could think of happening to you and your friends happens. So it's giving me that, like, you go to a party, or you deal with something that you think is gonna be one thing, and it turns out to be like you end up in jail. Like, it's something like that, and now you're dealing with the consequences. But it's like you didn't see it, because you thought it was cool. This could even be like a friend too that like scammed you or something, and you thought you could trust them because they were an old friend. Queen of Swords. Where's the Queen of Swords here? The Strength and the Four of Wands. Okay, so I feel like pile two, you need to have better judgment of others, but you also need to trust yourself more, become a leader and not a follower. It's something I'm seeing here. Use discern. It's not saying you can't work with people or have friends, but use more discernment. Um, be okay with saying no to people that you don't feel comfortable doing this. Why is Three of Pentacles here? Four of Pentacles. Okay, and now this makes sense too why you were getting so many swords and thoughts. You're going against your natural. For those who are water signs watching this, or have heavy water placements, you're going against your intuition when it comes to people or certain people. You cut it off, you know. or you don't, or you're all emotion, like you're all like in all of people or a certain person, and you go against your better instincts, like you're not using your logical mind when you deal with this person or persons. So yeah, I feel like that's the thing that you could do that could shift your life, because you'll attract better people in your life. Because I feel like you run into the wrong crowd, where this is a crowd that you've known for a while, maybe grew up together, so you feel comfortable around them, you trust them, but you've outgrown this whole experience or whatever this group likes to do, how they like to party, hang out. You've outgrown it. Why is the wheel here? Page of Cups. Yeah, it's time to grow up. You've outgrown it. And as I say that, as a group of kids walking past my window, very loud and laughing and giggling. So yeah, like this feels like a childhood group of friends. Um, you need to have more discernment with people and people you choose to have around you. I think that's the one thing that you need to do to shift your life. Because you're gonna keep running into having to pay the consequences of dealing with these types of people. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Three of Wands. Yeah, it's time to expand your horizons. Three of Wands, King of Cups. Um, Also being around people who appreciate that you're an emotional person, because I feel like you have to even hide or because I just had the picture of like a chameleon. Like you have to force yourself to fit in with this group that's not who you really are anymore. um and I feel like when you're not, when after hanging out with these people, you feel really 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 drained. um and that will let you know too that this is not really your people. Why is Judgment here? Four of Cups. Yeah, you don't want to judge them, or you want them to think that you're judging them. Two of Cups. Yep, you're not judging them. You just know that it's not for you anymore. You're not judging them for whatever they do. They can live their life how they want. Why is the Star here? But this, they're not doing you any favors. High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking to a group that already kind of knew the answer before they came here. Um, but they just kind of wanted the confirmation that yeah, it's your friends that's keeping you back. Could even be family too. We definitely outgrow our families. Especially if you move away from your hometown, you're gonna guarantee you're gonna outgrow your family. Um, the Mystic, the Storm, the Shaman, the One. Yeah, they like your energy because your light shines bright, but they don't give you anything in return. The Vision. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Well, Kairos, which is like Wheel of Fortune. You have a deeper calling over your life. I don't know what that necessarily means. Um, but you have a healing energy to you, and that's why these people like to be around you. Um, but they don't, all they do is create chaos in your life. They don't bring anything. Yeah, the shadow. They bring the worst out in you, actually. The shadow, the seed, the lover. Okay. Yeah, you are the lover. You are the mystic. That's the energy I was picking up on for you. Um, you need to see that about yourself, okay? And I feel like you kind of know this intuitively. Um, that you can't be wasting your life away. Watch and wait. Yeah, you're not meant to be doing what these people are doing with their lives. White Raven, trust in the magic. In time for a deep dive. Yeah, you are a deep, emotional, intuitive person. That's who you are. Um, these people or this energy that's around you feels very surface level. Um, and it's you're losing yourself in this whatever these people or this relationship. If it's one person, you're losing yourself here. Claim your independence. Yeah. Yep. Here you've been swallowed up by this group. Even like so this cat spirit claim your independence and it's number 13. It's almost like you know how number 13 a lot of people think it's a bad number or bad bad luck number. Um but for you it's like magical, like um yeah, it's just something about you just works. You're different, but it works. Interesting. All right, well, that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Trust in yourself and be a leader, not a follower. Use discernment. These are things that if you start shifting them, your life will change. Because I definitely see there's a vision, there's something over your life that is meant to happen for you. But you have to get away from these people because your guides can't bring it in because of the energy. Okay. So that's what I have. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you at the next one, Pile 2s. Thank you. Bye bye. All right, Pile 3. We're starting at 3816. And you guys were the Modern Witch Tarot, which look like this. I'm doing a Celtic cross because I want to get the the full picture what's going on in your life currently, in the immediate past, in the close future. Um, to try to get an idea of what you may, which area of your life you may be wanting to know what you can shift to change it. It may, of course, it's going to be different for a lot of people, so we'll see what comes out. If it doesn't quite feel right to you, you can go back and choose another pile, or there may not be a message for you here today, and that is okay. You can go back and watch one of my many readings. I think this video will be like number 107, 108, something like that. So I have plenty of material for you to go look through. All right. Pile 3, Spirit, please tell me about Pile 3. What is one thing that they could change that would completely shift their life? We got 8 of Pentacles. Yep. Okay, so I feel like you're here about school, work, a project you're working on. We'll see. Knight of Wands. Okay. Maybe you want more freedom, less work. Eight of Cups. Yeah. I feel like these are my nomads right here. Um Listen, when my last gets out of school, that's the lifestyle I'm trying to live to. Nomad, like live in an RV or something, travel around the country, the world. Let me see. How did this come out? It came out like this. Let's go here. Please tell me about pile three. What's the one thing that they could shift that would completely change their life? I almost feel like Spirit wants this group to one go after this life. If this is a life you want to live, like I'm getting, you want to change your lifestyle. Like you want out of the matrix. Um, like you want to live more minimal, more sustainable, more like you just don't care about living this matrix life, like going to work every day, living in debt, just accumulating stuff. That's just not the life that you want, and you want to know what can you do to get out. And for some of you, if it's not that deep, then you just want to figure out how you can live a softer life, maybe not um work the career that you're working. Maybe you want something that's a little less physical. If you work in a physical type of job, like you want maybe be more mental, more like sitting at a desk somewhere, or vice versa. If you're at a desk, you want more adventure. You want a job where you're outside maybe, or dealing with people more, or the community. Ace of Swords. Yeah, like you really want to step into your true. You don't feel like your spirit, your soul doesn't fit into the society or culture or whatever that you are in right now. You're just thinking, how can I escape? How can I? Some of you like want to start like a homestead or a small like hobby farm. Um, Getting very nature esque type people here. Um, like you might like to hike, fish, collect seashells on the shore. Like you're very in tune with nature. That's the energy I'm feeling for this group. Um, some of you are like black sheep of your family as well. Like your family may have done something very traditional, like there could be a family business, or they could have been in, I'm even getting politics. Um, Whatever they do, they're very much a part of the matrix in society as it is right now, and want you don't want no parts of that. Okay, let's see what else we can get here. Let's clarify some things. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? The World. Some of you aren't even dealing with your family. Like either you've cut your family off or they've cut you off, or everybody was much older than you. Like, so there's some type of dissonance between you and the rest of your family. Like there's age gaps there. Or you may even be the only one left. Like you, everybody else could have passed on. Unfortunately, I'm sad to say that that's true. Um, but something about your family is not an issue. They're not, well, not an issue. They're not a factor in your life. Also, you could have decided recently that you don't want family. You don't want to do the traditional get married, have kids, buy a house. You definitely want a non-traditional life, whoever this is. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Three of Swords. Stress. Yeah, you're trying to find the courage to live this lifestyle. You know that it's going to be some sacrificing. It's going to be some people that you're going to miss. You might be moving out the country that you're originally from too. Ace of Wands fell out as I said that. Okay. So we're moving away from everything we know. Why is the star here? You're in a search for something better. You know it's something more out there for you. I don't know why I'm picking up on something about aliens. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like going out to space, travel, adventure. Um, I don't know why that came up. Maybe that's a hobby of yours, or maybe that's something that you enjoy. Space, learning about space, astrology, the stars. Why is Nine of Wands here? Oh, it could be written in the stars for you to do this now. It could be something astrological that's happening in your chart that's making the timing right for now. It's for you to do this. I don't think you see how strong you are. Um, like I feel like that's the thing that you're scared about is like you don't know if you can take care of you. I guess because if let's say if you are going out to travel or you're going to be out on an RV and it's just you, you might get worried about like, well, what happens if I break down or I catch a flat or I get caught in a storm, or it's like you're worried about survival and if in are you equipped for that. I feel like you are, and if you're not, you're guided, you're protected. I feel like Spirit is going to send people along the way that are going to just pop up when you need them. Why is the Emperor here? The Fool and Five of Swords. I feel like you're taking control over your life. I feel like I feel like you do have somebody in your ear that's trying to get you to reconsider going off into the world. It could be like a good friend, a sibling, a parent. I feel like they're more worried or they're more jealous, like wishing this could be them type of thing. And you got Seven of Swords at the bottom. I would take whatever they're saying with a grain of salt. I feel like they're just putting their own fears onto you. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Oh, that came out quick. Knight of Cups. Yeah, the world is your oyster. I feel like the timing is right. I really feel like you're destined to do this. It's not going to be easy. It is going to be work. You are going to run into issues, but it's all going to be worth it. I don't feel like you're going to be disappointed. I feel like you're going to be disappointed or regret if you don't go out on this adventure or whatever this is. It might even just be starting a different career, an unconventional career. Um, but why is the Four of Cups here? Pretty much almost clarified every card in this spread. Page of Swords. You're scared to communicate something. Maybe you're scared to tell people that you're going to do this. I'm getting some of you are photographers or writers. So some of you guys are taking this trip for inspiration. We're going on this adventure or whatever it is. It's for inspiration for your craft. You're working on your craft, mastering your craft. Or some of you want to be uh like a travel vlogger. Yeah, I feel like your thing is to go out on this adventure. Um, you are meant to do something different from which you were raised around, or what neighborhood you grew up in, or what culture you grew up in. Um, don't worry about stepping on people's toes. You're not gonna be able to make everybody happy, and people don't want to see you do things that they fear. Okay. Um, but I do feel like you're going to need some type of collaboration here with the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. Um, and that's probably going to be whatever project, or it's something that's going to come out of you shifting to go on this adventure or this change your lifestyle. I really feel like a lot of people here, excuse me, are nomadic or want to be nomadic. Like, you don't want one continuous home. Hmm. I'm gonna pull some oracle for you now. Let's see if we can get any more information. What's the one thing that pile three can do to shift their life? Um, let that inner child lead the way. There's something, the hunter, yes, you're chasing a dream, a feeling, an instinct. You may have not even seen this for your life, and all of a sudden it's just an urge in you to chase down something. Others, you've been wanting this since you was a child, but the timing of whatever's going on now, um, it's like I feel like this group definitely has an urge or instinct. You may even had a dream. It's something that really is pushing you towards this right now. Um, Maybe you had some type of tower event in your life recently that just was like, you know what? I only live once and I'm ready to go chase the dream. The mask fell. The mask fell. A truth came out. Interesting. The empty room. Some of you just came out of a relationship or something. Maybe that could be the heartbreak. So you're walking away from, and the star born. That's that star wheel of fortune. It's like, oh my goodness, the vessel. Yeah, there's something that you're meant to experience right now. Something that's you're being divinely detoured towards. Like this hurt, this pain, whatever this tower, something had. Well, the tower isn't here, but I'm feeling the energy of the tower. Something happened recently in your life that just made you feel like, F it, I'm gonna go chase this dream. Open to infinite possibility. Yeah, you're like, what do I have to lose at this point? Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. Yeah. Taking a leap of faith. Yeah, you don't have anything to lose. Whatever happened recently, it's like you're like, F it. I don't have anything to lose. Why? I'm gonna try to make my life better, more enjoyable. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay, you're turning something. Again, I was saying, reading a book, photography, because it also is making me think of like there's different vloggers that stop people on the streets and ask them questions, and they go to different cities and stuff like. It's giving that. It's giving like working on the go. Like your job or your new career, or this project definitely is some type of travel involved. Eagle spirit has your back. Yeah, and I said that bring your ideas to life. Um, you're worrying, can you handle some of the things, or maybe being out on the road by yourself, and you're not going to be by yourself. There's going to be, Spirit's going to keep sending people your way that's going to just come up with, be there at the right time, the right place to help you. Miracles are endless. Freedom is yours. Yeah. Nothing is wasted. Trust in the magic. Time to let go. Yeah. And reclaim your powers at the back of the day. So, yeah, pile three. Go chase this down. Whatever it is, step out on faith. Trust yourself. Trust spirit. Um, yeah, whatever this shift is that you're making in your life, it feels like a lifestyle change. It feels like you're not living the same way that people or family members in the past have lived. You're choosing a different life. And you're being supported by spirit and your guides to go ahead and take this leap of faith, okay? It will work out. That's what I have for you, Pile 3. Take care. Please like, share, subscribe. so you know when I post new videos. And I will see you at the next one, okay? Take care. Bye bye.